Yo, what's going on, everybody? The Ultimate here, and welcome to another tier list. I will be doing this one myself this time, so we'll see how that goes. But today, I am doing a Twitter OC tier list. I thought it would be a pretty fun idea. I did want to preface this by saying that I expected this to be fully safe for work. I was wrong. I should have known better. It's Twitter. So I had to, for any of you watching, or any of you watching that put in submissions, I apologize if you feel like your picture is ruined because of how much I had to censor said picture. So yeah, I'm trying to save my ass as much as possible from, the YouTube gremlins. So yeah, I've got about, I think, 40 something characters to go through, which is a lot more than I originally thought. Some people submitted more than one character. I was originally planning on only doing one character per person, but I wanted to kind of like fill the ranks as much as possible. So, I don't know why I said 40 something. I clearly put 43 right there. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to be, putting these characters in a tier, and the top 3 will be getting drawings from Zintage, or Dr. Zintage on Twitter. So that's gonna be interesting. I also wanted to say, I hope there are no hard feelings for how I do this ranking. I'm not basing this off of art style at all. I'm just basing this off of design and how I feel about said design, which includes like look, name, background, if there is any, because a lot of people didn't really. I asked for like a small description, but a lot of people didn't really give one, which is fine. I don't really have a huge problem with that. This is the first one after all. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do another, but we'll see how this one is received. And I know there were a couple of people rooting for a couple of these characters, so yeah. I'm definitely gonna be ruffling some feathers. But yeah, I mean, I really appreciate y'all putting in submissions. This is really exciting. Having people anticipate a video of mine for once. So yeah, I tried to put these in order. So originally I was gonna do this in order from how the submissions were sent in, like how they were ordered on Twitter, but for some reason every time I check the post, all the replies are like shuffled. So I had put each post into my Discord for my own personal reference and put them in order there, and I put the pictures in order here, to kind of give a little bit of a sense of organization. But yeah, I have been rambling long enough, so let's get right into this video, I guess. Oh man, I'm kind of nervous. I'm not exactly sure why. Like I said, I've never done anything like this before or had people actually anticipating something that I'm making before, so this is a little interesting. So first of all, we have on the list the submission from Joe Pueri. Also, if I mispronounce your account name or your character's name, I do apologize, just in advance. But yeah, so Joe Pueri submits his character named Lisa. He didn't really submit a description about her. All he said was, I personally need to draw her more this year as well, so expect more of her soon. And honestly, I really like this design. Like I originally planned on just going off of what was submitted, but while going through the submissions, I realized either there weren't enough pictures to my liking or there weren't enough safe pictures to my liking. So there are a couple of submissions where I did go through you guys' media tab to grab a couple more pictures. so I hope that's okay. So yeah, Lisa starting off. You know, she's a normal human, which is perfectly fine. Like, I don't have a problem with normal human characters. I do find them to be kind of boring sometimes, but depending on their design, you know, I still like them just as much as, you know, a creature or something with superpowers or something. But yeah, Lisa is just definitely attractive. You know, I'm a fan of dark hair and big boobs, so this definitely does something for me. Seems to me that this guy kind of likes feet. Like, I realize there's a lot of detail in the feet in these drawings, and a lot of detail in everything else. Lord. Yeah, as you can see, there's like a lot of censorship, because like I said, I'm trying to stay as safe as possible. Yeah, no, this is an interesting one. I kind of don't know how to start this. So I guess, like, since this is the first one, I'll put her at number 1, like, just to start off. Because like I said, it's just starting off, so, you know. I hope you're happy with that. I don't know if that's gonna stay like that or not, but we'll see. So the next submission is by XPI Sigma Art. And they submit their character Atropos Moirai, a synthetic human. I seriously hope I'm not butchering that. It says, thanks for the opportunity to try. You're welcome. So this one actually does have a description, and it's a full reference sheet. Man, this character looks really nice. So she appears 30. Okay. She's an E cup. Wow. And I'm assuming that says 5'7". Okay. The bio says, a synthetic human born from a multi-dimensional entity called the Construct Core. Her main directives were to serve as a black box for human interaction and ultimately process these thoughts to be utilized by the Construct Core. Secondary directive was to hinder a Scion's connection to their power source, leaving them powerless. The Construct Core has been destroyed, and only remnants are left, leaving Atropos to enjoy a life of newfound freedom. She is incredibly interested in the world and will always go out of her way to learn more. Sometimes your curiosity gets the better of her, but luckily enough she's extremely durable and still siphons energy from the defunct Construct Core. Her personality is optimistic, empathic, excitable, curious, intelligent, strategic, and trusting. Okay, so this is giving me kind of like, so she's like kind of like Silver Surfer, how he's a herald to Galactus, but instead of Galactus, more like a herald to Brainiac, I would say, which is a pretty interesting concept. So I guess, I wonder if this guy has like a story or something for this character. This is interesting. So I guess she's like just chilling on Earth now. I feel bad for her. Yeah, no, I really like this character design. I'm usually not a fan of little to no clothing. I guess that's kind of like a weird thing to say. I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm not a fan, but like normally it's I'm indifferent. But I like this character's clothes and like the fingerless gloves, obviously, because Rio has fingerless gloves, so I'm a little bit biased on that part. But yeah, I really like this one. Sorry, Joe Poiri, but the Atropos is gonna have to go in the top spot for now. Okay, next. So next we have our boy Mindgasm YT. He's submitting his character. I can never like know how to pronounce this. Is it Avi or Avi, or it's probably Avi. I'm not sure, but this gremlin right here. I love this character. She is hilarious. She's an empty-headed firecracker in a perpetual state of doing whatever she wants. Lord knows I wish I could be that way. I know a lot of people would agree. So, you know, she's got her spats. Obviously, we know our boy Mindgasm loves his spats. You know, if you know anything about him. She looks very horny. Yeah, excuse me, I don't know why I'm stuttering, but I always wondered why, like, I could never figure out what exactly her hairstyle was supposed to be. Like, I'm genuinely like stumped on that. It looks like Jello, you know, and that's not a bad thing. It's just, I mean, I guess like on, you know, there's some pictures you can see a little bit better, like in this one, the one I used for the icon in the tier list. But yeah, no, this is definitely interesting hair. I like the red eyes. Man, I just realized a lot of these characters really could benefit from like a reference sheet like Atropos had. But yeah, no, from what I have seen, because I've seen a lot of this character on Twitter from him, because he draws her a lot, I really do like this character. But design wise though, I still like Lisa better, because like I said, like just the dark hair, and also her boobs are massive but not too massive. Because as you'll find out later on in the tier list, I don't like too big. Like I didn't used to think there was a thing as too big, but there is. Yeah, so Avi gets the 3rd spot for now, and again, I apologize if I completely butcher the pronunciation of your characters' names. I really do. So next we have Atomic King Boo's character, Lindell. He says, here's my main girl herself. I've seen a lot of this guy's stuff too, and he has like 50 billion characters. Apparently he has his own like cinematic universe, I guess, for like, I don't know what the artist equivalent of that would be, but yeah, no, she's definitely a quote-unquote goth mommy, as the kids would say nowadays. I'm also biased to characters like this too, I'm not even gonna lie. Like it's just more tall, dark hair, big boobs. Like I just God, this is hard. Like this is already starting off hard. Crap. See, cause and I'm sorry, Avi, but I already know. Like, cause I'm stuck. I'm stuck between like. Actually, instead of trying to sort that out now, I'm gonna put them. Like, if I'm debating in my head, I'm gonna put them where I'm debating them, and then just sort that out later, so that way I'm not wasting time. So for now, it's a tie between Lindell and Lisa. Like it for me. I can't decide right now, so I'll leave that up for future me. So next we have Bean Zaru. I don't know why I like that name so much, and his character Demi, who is really fucking adorable. And he says I don't know why I keep saying he, but because I don't know and what any of y'all are, but Demi is a fiery beast girl with a big temper, but she secretly likes cute stuff deep down to her core. I usually draw her a lot in cute or silly situations with her boyfriend, but she's a fighter at heart. Part of a thing I'm still cooking up. Yeah, I think like the one of the pictures he submitted looks like a manga cover, or like cover art or something for a book. I really like this character. I think there was one picture I saw that he drew, and she was like, I don't know what she had in her mouth, but she was like thrashing it back and forth like a dog. It was so funny. Like I just couldn't help but like just start laughing as soon as I saw it. This is an interesting one because I am partial to like ears and tails, not like full on like animal faces and like hands and arms and stuff like that, but like having just like ears or tails, I'm very partial to that. And this character is just adorable. Like just look at the cover art. They look like such a cute couple, and they look hilarious together. And her being a fighter honestly kind of makes it a little bit better. Like, look at those abs. Oh my god. And I'm also still biased on that because Rio has abs. So, God, this is hard. For now, I'm gonna put her in 3, and I'll debate that later. And this is difficult. This is really difficult. God. Okay, next we have King Dong 98, which is a hilarious name, by the way. Okay, so King Dong also didn't submit a description of the character. She looks to be like a gamer, I'd say, because one of the pictures he submitted has her playing games. she has a cute face, and I kind of like her hair. But this goes back to what I was saying before. I'm not a fan of too big, and I'm not gonna lie, Alexis, like I said, she's a cute character, but the boobs, they're too big to me. Like it's just not attractive to me. Like, and like I said starting at the video, like there's like no hard feelings and no offense, but it's just I'm not like the hugest fan. I don't know. I'm gonna put her in the 4 spot, the bottom spot for now. I might change my mind later on depending on the rest of the submissions, but yeah, that's where I'm putting her for now. So next we have Darnact, who submits their character, Mr. Nowhere, and oh my god, this character looks fucking awesome. And they submitted a very detailed description. Okay, so Mr. Nowhere, aka Agent Eldritch, the Gatherer, Silthiger, Empty One, and many other names. He used to be virtually undetectable and efficient at what he was tasked to do by his unfathomable masters. Now though, with old age setting in, he began slipping up. Since the turn of the 20th century, sightings of a featureless figure began to surface through gossip. Later on, photos and actual short footage started popping up as well. If he wasn't as old as he was, none of it would have happened and he'd still be just an empty rumor. And yet, not only has his presence in the lives of humans been confirmed, he also started suffering from whatever would be the equivalent of Alzheimer's for his kind. The briefcase he carries with him can spawn any tool he needs for his mission, straight from his home dimension depending on the code he enters on its little lock. Now he's starting to forget and mix up the codes. Soon he will die and evaporate, the laws of our reality finally winning out against his otherworldly form. But it's no big deal. A new agent is already prepped and ready to be sent from the moment this one expires. Okay, that's interesting. So they're kind of like clones, I guess. Well, not exactly clones, but like, I guess it's like a whole system to make more agents. But like, what are they sent here to do exactly? Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what that's supposed to be. I really like this character design though. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. I wasn't I wanted submissions like this, but when I got it, I wasn't expecting it. Like this is really good. It's honestly one of my favorites. Yeah, he's going in the top spot next to Atropos. God, this, like, just, I'm not a huge fan of like creepy stuff or like eldritch horrors and stuff like that, but just something about this like really draws me towards it, and like I just can't help but just stare at it. I don't know why. It's so cool, like the trench coat and like the gas mask and stuff. I love it. Mr. Nowhere, you're towards the top for now. We'll see if that changes or not later, but for now you're towards the top with Atropos. Okay, so next we have Rad Lionheart, who submits their character Jabberwocky, an interdimensional being that likes mischief and drama, and her familiar servant, a chimera she created named Oswald. Okay, I like that silly little name, Oswald. So, Jabberwocky. I checked through your media tab and I couldn't find a whole bunch of pictures of her. I like the hair for one. I'm a fan of big hair. I like the color scheme. The nose and the teeth, like I'm kind of stuck on that one. Like it's just, and the feet, like, and the hands. Like I know it's not supposed to be like, not every character is supposed to be like normal looking, and I'm fine with that, but it's just something about, like, I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of buck teeth, I guess, in characters. I'm gonna go ahead and put her above Alexis for now. Because like I said, some of these could change later on depending on how it's looking when I'm done. But for now, she's gonna go above Alexis. So next we have Baxi Boo's entry. Excuse me. Says, not gonna lie, I'm a little drunk right now, so you can have my fave booba. At first, when I saw the submission, I thought he was saying like, or they were saying like you can have like my favorite pair of breasts on a character, I guess. But after a little bit of research, I came to the conclusion that that's just the character's name, Booba. So this one's not very high for me, honestly. Like, how do I explain it? It's like characters made for the purpose because the creator was horny. Like, and like it's very clear that it is to me anyway. Like, that's what this looks like. There was no description given, so I can't come to a conclusion to the contrary. And she's basically completely naked. She almost kind of looks like Valentine from, is it Soul Calibur? Yeah, I think it's Soul Calibur. And like the slave outfit that Princess Leia was wearing. I don't know. I mean, it also doesn't seem to be a very consistent design. Like, there's some consistency, but not completely. So for me, like this one, yeah, this one's going below Alexis. Like, I'm not a fan. I'm really not. All right, so next we have Shark Milky, and they say, here's my shark lady Samika. She puts up a shield of spikes since she learned intimidation can prevent fights before they start. And she's a real ass kicker, but she doesn't enjoy it and just wants to have some peace. My moe artist friend once described her as Gap Moe. I have no idea what that means. I've seen that term a lot all over the place, whether it be on Twitter or any other social media or even like in anime and stuff, but I just don't know what it means. I do like this character's design though. I kind of wish she looked a little more shark-like. I like the jacket. I like her hair. I wonder, like, because we have, like, they submitted a picture of her with, like, blood in the background. So I wonder, does she fight often? I know they said that she doesn't like to, but I'm a little bit curious about that one. Oh, by the way, if you are tired of hearing me ask all these questions, or like if there's more info about your character you want to put out there, you can put it in the comments. You know, I don't mind. You know, I would actually enjoy that so I could get a little bit more insight on you guys' characters, because like I said, a lot of y'all didn't submit descriptions, which, you know, I'm not pressed about. It's just, you know, I am interested in just the design. I'm gonna put Samika in 3 for now. So I think she does have a really cool design, but yeah, I don't think I like Demi better for now, but I'll come back to that later. So next we have Marianne, and this character's fucking sick. Like, another thing I'm very biased towards are lightning based characters. I have no idea why. I've been like that for most of my life since I started consuming animated media and video games. So this character does look sick. I like the, you know, the wrapped top, but like with the pants and stuff, and the wrap around the arms. You know, the bottom, the one of the pictures they submitted looks like the lightning cloak that what's his name, the Raikage uses. I don't know why I said what's his name. Yeah, no, this is sick. And just like Captain Geek said, excuse me, I forgot to, I didn't introduce you first, my bad. This submission is from Captain Geek Art, and he also says, oh shit, this is sick. And continues on to say, I got my girl Marianne here, a roaming martial artist in her 40s who channels the power of lightning. Yeah, this is one person I would not want to accidentally bump into, because I probably get thousands of joules of electricity shooting through my veins, just on accident. Yeah, no, this is a pretty cool character. Where do I want to put her though? For now, I'll put Marianne between Demi and Samika. Yeah, I think that's a good spot for her right now. So this next submission is from Air Gallant of their Dark Elf Amazon OC, Philia Ironheart. And when I tell you, I was absolutely blown away by this one. When I first saw the submission, I didn't think I was gonna get anything like this, like under here. Like, this is crazy. This is insane. So the description is she's currently been tasked by her mother and the leader of the Ironheart tribe to wander the vast world to restore power to the necklace crystal she wears, which houses the power of their goddess, and that she can tap into if needed. Okay, so that's why we see her sprouting wings and being naked. Cool. I really like this character design a lot. Like, I'm very partial to, like I said, big boobs and abs, but also giant swords and like Amazon characters. Like, this character is really adorable also, mind you, but just, I know I said I wasn't judging it based off of art style, but the artwork on this character is nuts. And she got a little slime friend, reminds me of Mimi. But yeah, no, I really like this character a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and put her towards at the top for now, actually. Oh wow, yeah, that's a really good one right there. Oh man. Okay, so next is the submission by Real Agent J. Character's name is Nakano Abarai, or Abarai, I don't know how that's pronounced. He says, Japanese American main character of some story I'm brewing in my noggin. Thanks for the opportunity. You're welcome. Speaking of Abarai, she kind of looks like a Bleach character to me. Like, I'm not sure why I'm getting that feeling, but she, like, just the way she's designed, it's either a Bleach character or a Danganronpa character. Probably more so the latter, now that I'm like getting a better look at her. I see you got some art from Deputy Rust. Cool. That's actually really epic. The only thing I can say is, like, she's kind of regular. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, she's kind of just regular. Like, there's not really a whole bunch going on, honestly. Yeah. Like, she has the dark hair, which, like I said, I'm partial to. But other than that, like, she's wearing regular-ish clothes. Yeah, I mean, for now, I'm gonna put her above Jabberwocky. Also, in like the Deputy Rust picture, she kind of looks like Bayonetta a little bit. Okay, next we have the submission from Nick Hazard 13 of his character Mercury, a 6'3" cybernetic enhanced escort. This looks like a character you would see just on the street in Cyberpunk 2077. Yeah, the clothes look like straight from that game. Yeah. And apparently she has implants in her eyes that make them look all gray and like spaced out, which is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Other than that, I mean, what are her cybernetic enhancements outside of, like, you know, her eyes? Like, what else can she do exactly? Because as far as I can see, I don't see any like the usual lines and stuff on the body like you would see in Cyberpunk, where that's where their cybernetics are. So it looks like so far, at first glance, it's just her eyes. If there's one thing I do like more than dark hair, it's red hair. I think I'll put her above Nakano. Yeah, I think that's a good spot. Okay, next is from Rising Star 91 of their MILF OC, Sala Roll. I hope I'm saying her name right. Also, I don't know why, but it's because I see this a few times in here, and it's just, like, people saying, "Oh, this is my MILF OC," and I don't know why that like gets a laugh out of me. I really don't know why. I like her design though. She looks like somebody you would see in a movie, like from the 2000s to the 2010s. I do think this is a good design. I don't know who that child is that she's holding. She does have some nice muscles. I'll give her that. I'm gonna put her. I'll put her in 3. Above Samika. Yeah, I think that's a good spot for now. Okay. Next, we have Dr. DRM Art. That is a fucking horse. Okay, moving on. Next we have Phazin art, or Phazine art, I'm not sure which. They say, hi, this sounds like a fun idea. I sure hope it is. They nominate Nira. She is a fun, busty babe. And that kind of loses me a little bit. Like, is that all she is? Like, she's, like, just busty? Like, is that it? I mean, that's not a problem, but that goes back to, like, what I said before about it basically just being for horny's sake. Let's see. So this one does have a reference sheet. Let's see. She's 5'7". She's 25. Okay. Hair color gray and blue. Okay. I'm not a fan of the hair. Like, I like the gray part, but the blue part coming down on the other side, I'm not the biggest fan. I'm not gonna lie. The outfit, like, she can dress. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. She's got style. Like, the outfits that I'm seeing her in are top tier to me. Occupation, musician and barista. Okay, makes sense. Interests, punk rock, activism, camming, Animal Crossing, and ramen. Yeah, that sounds about right for someone my age. She looks kind of like a lot older though. Like, I don't know what it is, but she looks like she's in her 40s. And I don't know what's giving me that vibe, but that's the vibe I'm getting. I'll put you under Mercury. Yeah, I think I'm satisfied with that. Okay, next we have a submission from Hero Brotag of his character Grace, and this is another just really impressive piece that I was not expecting to get as a submission. Hero Brotag says, Grace is a halfling mercenary that's seen not only as a fierce fighter in her own right, but also a good luck charm to her allies. Whether it's really magic or just the way she boosts morale, things always seem to go better when Grace is around. Interesting. So she's like a fighter with the passive of a bard, I'm assuming? Also, it looks like she's got a utility belt, basically. She also looks very tired. She needs some sleep. Yeah, this is definitely an interesting character design. She's dressed like a bard. It sounds like she's a bard, but then the pictures are showing she's carrying just a bunch of weapons, which is really cool, honestly. I like this character. Where would I put you, though? I'm putting you between Demi and Marianne. Okay, so next we have Dirty Cheetah 91, who submits their character Zhen Li, a martial artist who loves fighting and fucking. Okay. I don't know why that tickled me so much. I like her outfit. I don't know if I would call this a gi. You probably wouldn't. I'm not sure. But yeah, I do like the outfit. I like the hair. Character actually looks familiar. I'm not sure why. Fighting and fucking. Like, what? I just can't imagine like how those two correlate. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Like, just imagine like she's sparring with somebody, and then immediately after she's like, "Hey, do you want to like fuck or something?" Oh, that's funny. I wonder what kind of martial arts she does though. That's interesting. Those boobs definitely would get in the way though. I'm gonna put you between Mercury and Nira. Yeah, I think that's a good spot for you. For now. Fighting and fucking. The two F's everyone needs to live by, I guess. Okay, so next is Dracula Okeanos. Interesting name. They submit their character Bernie, local extremely literal bombshell who loves to have a good time. Her idea of a good time usually involves exploding. Yeah, just off rip, like it's the too big thing for me. Like, I love ass and tits as much as the next guy, don't get me wrong, but too much. It is too much for me. What do you mean by exploding though? Like causing explosions, or does she actually explode? And if she's the one exploding, how does that work? Is it just like an explosion of energy and she's perfectly fine, or does she literally blow herself to bits and then reforms like Majin Buu or something like that? If it's the latter, that's gruesome as fuck. I'm hoping it's not the latter. She looks like she's also kind of into BDSM because she's got like that. I don't even know what that's called. I don't think that's a whip. Yeah, I'm not sure about that item she's holding. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put you under Alexis, Bernie. Sorry, I'm just that is just not for me. Okay, next we have 7 Star Soul, and they submit their character Donut Witch. I'm guessing that's just her name. I thought that was just her occupation or her title, but yeah, that's just her name. Bringing the joy of donuts and to the world. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I love me some just as much as the next guy. Donuts, I'm kind of iffy on those. I prefer cookies. Man, those fucking ads. God, like, not gonna lie, like, she looks a little too old for me. Like, I don't know what it is about that first picture. It just makes her look like an old lady. The 2 other pictures don't, but it's just something about that first one that really just makes her look old. And being old isn't a bad thing, like, by any means. It's just, I don't know, I'm just not into old people. But I guess she just goes around delivering donuts. She's like Santa Claus, but if he lived in a Dunkin' Donuts instead of the North Pole. That's interesting. I know if Homer Simpson were making this list, she'd be all the way in 0 tier, right above number 1. But for me, I'm putting her between Zhen Li and Nero. How am I remembering these names? I genuinely don't know. Okay, next we have Vanilla Fox 1806. And they submit their character Sapphire. They go on to say she was born in a city of Cinciago. She had a very rough time growing up, but now she's happy and works as a teacher's assistant and emotional support fluffy buddy. That's fucking adorable. Huh. I really don't know where to put this one. I also don't have a whole bunch to say. Like this. I mean, emotional support fluffy buddy definitely gets points for me. I'm not gonna lie. Other than that, I guess I'm putting it between Nira and Nakano. Yeah, it's about right. This is another one. I wasn't sure what the name was. From Beta Likma. I'm guessing this character's name is Bay, just based off of what they said, because that's the only thing they put, Bay, and then an evil smiley face. So this one's interesting. She's kind of like Rayman, got no arms. She has legs though, and boy does she have legs. She's also wearing a very, very, very short skirt, and has kind of like a Shy Guy mask, I'm guessing. I really like the hair. Like I'm like I said, it's big hair plus it's red. Like that's all me right there. Arms are kind of throwing me off there, or lack thereof. And also, if I stare at the face too long, it becomes a little bit creepy. But I guess I'd put her, because it is interesting though. Like, it is an interesting design, I will say. For now, I guess I'd put you under Mercury and over Zhen Li. Yeah, that sounds about right for me. Okay, this next one from Sorta Sketchy. They say, got this OC I'm working on who's a groovy disco alien who comes down to get down with other planets. They didn't give a name, so I'm just going to call her a groovy disco alien. And I really like this design. She kind of looks like Goop from Ben 10. You know, I like I'm assuming those are like hover boots that also like function as like speakers. I'm assuming. Yeah, this character has a really good design. I like the fact that she just goes down to planets to have fun with people in like a wholesome way. Like I like that a lot. like a lot. Um, Honestly, Groovy Disco Alien. I wish there were more pictures. Groovy Disco Alien is gonna go at the top of 3 for me right now. Yeah, I think that's a good spot for her. Okay, so these next two, I'm not even like, I'm not a bug person. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, Separa W. I'm just not. Like even the boobs on the first one isn't gonna save her. I'm not gonna lie. I like the arm blades though. That's really cool, but I probably could have gotten past it if not for that. So yeah, you're going at the bottom, and this other bug thing with the giant cock is going under, because what the fuck, like I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't have anything to say. I just don't like them. I'm sorry. Oh god, I'm gonna get in so much trouble. Okay, next we have Doctor Strange Fun. They say, hello there, I'm submitting my girl for the rankings. I appreciate the submission. Their character's name is Rhonda, and they're a Japanese art teacher and model. I normally try to include every picture that was submitted, but like one of these pictures I literally cannot without just it basically the whole picture being gone. Yeah, nah, this one doesn't do it for me. I'm not gonna lie. It's just going back to the too big thing for me. Like at least proportionally, right? Bernie had meat all over. Like that, it was all still too big for me, but it visually it made sense to me. Rhonda, on the other hand, has the waist of a One Piece character, but the breasts of like, well, a One Piece character, specifically Whitebeard. Like I don't know, man. This and she's naked all the time, like except for when she's modeling. Ironically enough, yeah, this picture I had to censor like almost the entire thing because what the hell. Like the other picture I couldn't put in was literally just her taking a selfie with a giant brown penis. And when I mean giant, I mean it was as big as her. Which does not help at all. I'm sorry, Rhonda. You're going between the bug people, cause like at least the first bug lady was cool. Like she's just a bug. I don't like that. Yeah, this one, I'm not gonna lie, this one was kind of rough. I'm sorry, Doctor Strange Fun. I'm just, yeah, that one was kind of rough. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, next we have Sage Mage 91, and his character's name is Sage. That's simple enough. Well, I'm assuming this is a guy. I don't know. He comes off as a charming playboy, but he's really caring to those he's close to, and is looking for the one to settle down with and build a big family. That's kind of interesting considering there's a picture of him getting a tit job from Yang and Ruby. That doesn't look very monogamous to me, but I mean, hey man, you do you. I mean, this is a dude. Like I'm, like, I don't really know where to put him. Like, I mean, I like his design. Like he's just wearing normal clothes. And from the description, he doesn't seem to be very special. He's just a dude. So like, I mean, I'm putting him right here. And actually, now that I'm looking at these three, something about this doesn't sit right. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay. Yeah, so Sage, you're going between Nakano and Alexis. Again, I don't know how I'm remembering these names. That is so weird. Okay, so next we have a submission from Alex Quillback. This character's name is Cocoa Fudge, and they're a chocolate slime doggo. I mean, she's kind of adorable, but this goes back to like the face is of a dog. Like if it was like Demi, where it was only the ears and the tail, like that's fine. But this is clearly just a dog on its hind legs with human parts. The fact that it's a chocolate slime though, that does give it a little bit more points for the interesting category. She's also saying I wuff you, which is adorable. Where would I put her though? I guess I'd put Cocoa Fudge above Sage. Yeah, that seems right to me. Okay, so this next guy, Zell Hentai, submitted 3 different characters. The first character is Arya, the second character is Delia, and the third character is Serena. Well, just off rip, I like Serena the best out of all these 3. It's funny because it actually goes backwards. Serena, Delia, then Arya. I'm very partial to Serena. I'm not gonna lie. I'm putting Serena in 2. Like 2 has gone untouched since Lindell, but they've got a third person vying for that spot. Delia, she kind of reminds me of a character from Ruby. Weird how they're like 2 references to Ruby in this one video. I'd put you. I guess I'm putting her, but that's the thing. Do I like her more than I like Donut Witch? I don't think I do. Yeah, I'm putting her between Donut Witch and Nira. Arya, I'm not gonna lie, design's a little boring, and also the tits are just too huge for me on her body. Yeah, you'll go between Nakano and Cocoa Fudge. Okay, so next is a submission from Ferment71431588. Wow. So he says, they say not the best image, but her name is Isfia, and she's a Curry Turk. Okay. The blue markings are seen as a sign of luck in Curry Turk communities, as it symbolizes luck in life. Well, if it symbolizes luck in life, I could see why it's seen as a sign of luck. Are Curry Turks like vampires? Like what's up with the fangs? I wish, because we're only getting a neck up view, so I don't know like what the rest. And I tried looking like through their media tab as well, and I couldn't find a whole bunch more on this specific character. So yeah, just going from neck up, I mean, you're going between Cocoa Fudge and Sage. Because at least you look a little interesting, right? Like, Sage is just a normal looking dude. Okay, so these next 2 are from Iro Yokai. They say, I'm a newbie, but I'm submitting my girls. So we'll do these one by one. So Gaiko,
15 minutes.
The sweet and lovely girl who became a lovely, naughty teacher, because of course she did. And then Bikami, or whatever, the slutty and protective bitch, oh my god, who became a great brothel owner and a luxury prostitute. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. Like I hope no one gets like offended or anything by me laughing, but is some of these submissions just get a really good chuckle out of me. Like what is up with their butts? Like why are their skirts sticking out like that? Oh my god. Okay, so they're, I don't know where to put them. Like, fuck. I mean, Bikami, like, I'm sorry, you're going on the bottom. Like, and honestly, Rhonda, like, I'm sorry, you're going under Bug Guy, because at least Bug Guy looks kind of cool. Gaiko, I guess you'll go above Rhonda. But no, I can't even. No, you're not. No. Cause what the fuck, man? Like like the slutty and protective bitch who became a great brothel owner and a luxury prostitute. I can't. Like what? I'm sorry. Like I don't mean to insult anybody that submitted something. I appreciate all of you for participating in this, but that is a serious description. Man, this is crazy. I'm gonna be fucking crucified. Okay, moving on. So we have a submission from Aladdin37. Hope I'm not too late. You're not. Big twins, but not actually. Their character they submitted was Orthrus. who is fucking adorable. I like this character a lot. If only they didn't have fur below their like neck, but they did submit a picture. Well, they didn't submit a picture, but the post that they linked to had a picture of 2 of this character naked and surrounding a penis. I don't exactly know what they mean by big twins, but not actually. This is another interesting one because I really do like the design, but they're still a little too animal for me. But honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'd kind of put Orthrus like above Samika. Yeah, I think I'm good with that. Okay, so next is Takeshi Games Limited submitted 4 characters. They said, here, great, try these. These are the popular fan favorite kid soldier characters. Casual and friendly only. I'm assuming Kid Soldier is a game they were working on or something. I'm not sure. So first off, we have Torihima, the Beast Soldieress. For some reason, I almost read that as Breast Soldieress. Dear God. Kind of looks like Felicia, but with clothing. Interesting. Next, we have Jaxer Karugan, also known as Wolf Talon. Looking kind of cool. I kind of like his design. Next, we have Eula B, also known as Bee Stinger. And good God, look at those dirt grippers. Oh my goodness. Oh my... What? Oh my God. Why have wings when you could just run everywhere with those? Oh my goodness. And then we have Norstella Alistroth, also known as Scarlet Bullet. That sounds like a main character name. I'm not even gonna lie. So, I don't know what to do with these characters. They are interesting at the very least. I guess I'll put Torihima below Nakano. I'll put Jaxer above Nakano. No, above Torihima. Eula B. More like Eula Grippers. Oh my goodness. I'm putting you below Torihima. And Norstella, I'll put you between Torihima and Eula B. Okay. It's funny how they still stayed together. They just switched order. Oh man. Okay, so next we have another character I was very fond of, from Days Not Safe for Work, or NSFW. They submitted their character Nzuri, or Nzuri. I don't know how to pronounce it. I apologize. I more than likely butchered the hell out of that name.
Think fast, Chuckle Nuts!
Originally, I just thought, what if a Gorgon had one big snake instead of multiple little snakes as hair? In an effort to make her more interesting, I tried to give her an Egyptian backstory tied to the goddess Merit Seeger, or Merit Seger. I don't know. I am a huge fan of this character design. My only question is, with the other hairstyles, what happens to the snake? Like especially since her head is shaved? How does that work? Like, does that hurt the snake? I worry for the snake. I'm not even gonna lie. Regardless, she's going to the top. Like that is a really, like, I'm really partial to that character. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, so next we have a submission from New Type Mo 5, another MILF OC, Joanna Helmsley. She's 44 years old and is the mother of Fanny Helmsley. She's got a rockin' bod with thighs to match. I really don't have a lot to say. I mean, she's a normal person. She really loves her thighs. I mean, honestly, Joanna, I hate to say this, but I guess you're going under booba. Yeah. I really got nothing else to say about that. And last but certainly not least, we have a submission from Teja Payne, NSFW. They said, let's go with Nova. And from that, I can only assume that this character's name is Nova. Another normal character, but I actually like her design. She's normal and looks normal. So, I'm putting you above Nakano. Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess I guess that's all of them. So now I have to like sort through these top 3. So yeah, I'll be back once I'm done with that.
2 hours later.
Alright, so here are the final results. So we've got Billia Ironheart at number 1, we've got Inzuri at number 2, and we've got Atropos Moirai at number 3. Sorting through the top 3 sections was really hard, especially the first 2. But I'm pretty satisfied with how this turned out. I know some of you are not going to share that same sentiment, but I just want y'all to know that just because your character didn't place in the top 3 does not mean I dislike your character, for the most part. But yeah, other than that, I really appreciate you guys submitting these characters. This was actually a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie, like, it's so interesting to see all these like different character designs from all these different people, you know, and some people having multiple different character designs, you know. It's so interesting. Oh man, I think I want to do this again one day, depending on how this one does. And hey, like in the future, like, you're welcome to submit again if you want to. You know, you never know what could happen. But yeah, so the top 3 winners, send, if you have reference sheets, send them to Zintage, like DM them to him. If you don't, send like whatever you have that's closest to it. I think you actually, yeah, I can, never mind, I can just save the pictures you guys have as the submissions, because 2 of you have reference sheets, and then Days, you just submitted a picture that was, you know, was easy to go off of. So yeah, no, never mind what I was about to say. Or if you feel like there are any better pictures you would want to be used, you know, feel free to send them to him, whichever you prefer, you know, it doesn't really matter. But not sure when he's going to start or be finished on those, but just know you will be getting those pieces for your characters as promised, as a thank you for, you know, being a part of this. And yeah, like I said before, if there's any other interesting facts you want to talk about, you know, about your characters, go ahead and put them in the comments. You know, I'll read them. You know, other people might read them, you never know. I'm going to link I'm going to link you guys's Twitters in the YouTube description as well. So yeah, hopefully this guys gets you a little bit of more traction as well. Oh man, but yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know by leaving a like and subscribe to this channel for more videos just like this one and others. As always, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.